One to change the world. South Africa is a country that faces many challenges, but we found special individuals who were up to those challenges. That's why Vodacom brings you the Change the World initiative, where ordinary people with Vodacom's backing go out to make a difference. And these are the amazing volunteers who answered the call and donated their skills and time over the past year to change the world for the better. Santi volunteered her skills as an augmentative and alternative communication specialist at Opcake Pathways, where she mastered and made specialized communication tools and programs. The programs help children with special needs to communicate in a simple but effective way. These programs make use of communication symbols and have been workshopped to parents, caregivers, therapists and teachers. They now reach 250 families daily. Hospitals and old age homes will soon be getting them too.
We're doing AAC, it's augmentative alternative communication, and we go into the community, and that's very rewarding to give a voice to those who can't speak.
Funeka is passionate about giving back to the community. When the opportunity came, she didn't hesitate to move to Nelspruit for a year. She worked with schools on the Teenagers Against Drug Abuse project, helping many addicted teens get help through recovery. Then Funeka started her own project called Adopt a Child. Sponsors donated funds with which she bought uniforms and shoes for desperate school children.
I feel like everybody should somehow participate in helping other people. It's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling for yourself, and it's a great feeling that you get when you help somebody else.
Linda assisted Business Against Crime Northern Cape with their community development projects. She established an annual Mandela Day soccer tournament for street children. Linda also improved the Homeless Street Children project by formalizing the jobs of 15 outreach workers and built their morale with team building and planning sessions. Her Desperate Housewife Club taught the community how to use electric sewing machines. Then, in another exciting development, Linda partnered with the Nutrition Clinic from the Department of Social Development on a soup brick project for poverty-stricken families. She added 28 nutrients to soup, making it a healthy meal. Incredibly, it got her the attention of the White House. The system will now be used in India as well.
To bring about change, one shouldn't pass it up, because with the backing of Vodacom, the support you get from the host organization, there is not a chance that you can fail.
Fiona joined the SPCA, aiming to raise their profile and attract attention in the current climate where animal welfare isn't seen as crucial. Fiona hosted many memorable fundraising events, boosted awareness through social media, obtained sponsorship from many corporates, and introduced annual events onto the SPCA calendar. Highlights include partnering with the makers of the Jock of the Bushveld movie to raise funds, and the Leave Your Paw Print campaign, where the public can donate anything from 50 Rand a month. In total, she has raised more than 850,000 Rand. Fiona is now wrapping up an awareness TV advert for the Sandton SPCA, which is being done for free.
I've gained so much from the experience, the Change the World program and the Sandton SPCA. I feel like I've been on a whole journey. It is a life-changing experience to me.
Sitabile spent a year changing the lives of children with learning difficulties, normally as a result of a traumatic home life. She created a tool to help identify learning difficulties. She trained child care workers and teachers on basic remedial support, involvement and homework supervision, while instilling in them a passion for remedial therapy. Her commitment increased the pass rate of the children in her care to 98%, and her care for others extended so far that she adopted a 16-year-old orphan who enjoyed his first family Christmas last year.
It makes me feel good to know that I'm not only impacting on the children, but I also transfer the skills to the teachers and child and youth care workers on remedial intervention so that they will be able to carry on with the work that I'm doing when I'm left.
After Yvonne saw the inhumane conditions many sick and poor children live in, she was determined to confront one of the root causes: South Africa's HIV and AIDS epidemic during her year of service. She secured massive funding of more than 1.2 million rand from various companies and agencies. This money is being used for antiretroviral therapy, a support network, and empowering the youth population. Some of the funding helped assist in training the Waterback Waves radio station team and buying new equipment. The radio station allows the society to broadcast programs aimed at changing behavior and reducing HIV transmission.
Favorite part of my work is really working with the people on the ground, seeing what we're doing and interacting with them. I like working with the groups as well. We have a creche there and I like sitting with the children sometimes, reading.
Hendrine donated her 13 years of social work experience to become a volunteer coordinator for the Free State Care in Action group. During the past year, she trained 700 volunteers on basic skills, project management and communications. These volunteers now assist 25 social workers, who in turn render services to over 100,000 people in need in 43 towns in the Free State. In order to accomplish this, she traveled over 30,000 kilometers. She also created a marketing toolkit for Care in Action.
Every time when I leave a little town, I keep these people in my heart. I keep on thinking of them, and they will always be part of my most wonderful memories about this project of Vodacom Change the World.
When Julie arrived at the Thousand Hills Community Helper School for underprivileged children, there was an immediate need to introduce structure. She divided the children into age-appropriate groups and introduced basic rosters and teaching systems that helped the untrained volunteers to teach the children appropriately. The daily routine now covers motor skills, creative and constructive activities, and story time. Even hand-washing hygiene was introduced. Julie also brought in toys and learning tools made from recycled materials. She tirelessly helped with marketing, fundraising, food collection, and much more. This helped the Thousand Hills to become a haven for 120 kids with difficult home lives, where they can now reach their potential.
I've realized that I made a difference when one little 2.5-year-old boy who had been a very withdrawn little boy climbed onto my lap, and I realized that the change that I had made in just that one little life was so worthwhile.
Keith gave his wholehearted commitment for a year to Ikamva Labantu, a group who dedicate themselves to improving the lives of impoverished township communities in Cape Town. Keith bravely relocated from KZN to Khayelitsha and donated his monthly salary to a charity he supports. During the past year, Keith helped set up a health education curriculum with over 1,000 delegates trained in 9 weeks. Among many other projects, he got training for 60 South African police members in the prevention of post-traumatic stress disorder. Then, after terrible sanitation conditions at a school were discovered, Keith formed a task team with local government, 10 other NPOs, and the Department of Health to audit the sanitation facilities at 33 schools in the community. This saw the Department of Education rectify the situation.
You get tremendous rewards by seeing people's eyes open as they recognize their own potential, or sometimes just simply finding a solution to a problem that has been seemingly impossible.
But these amazing volunteers weren't the only ones who gave of themselves. On Foundation Day, Vodacom staff visited the Sizanani Children's Home. The home was established to help children and adults with mental and physical disabilities. The Vodacom staff donated their time and skills to help make a difference to the residents at the home. All in all, around 300 Vodacom staff contributed over 100,000 minutes of their time to all the Change the World charities around the country. To the pioneers of 2011, the volunteers, their host organizations, and the Vodacom staff volunteers, thank you for your courage and motivation. By empowering yourselves and others, you have inspired us all. And to our 2012 volunteers, we challenge you to follow your heart and help change the world.